All right, old school NBA fans, self-researched NBA facts. Got another video for you. As always, thanks to anybody who watches my videos, subscribes to my channel. I really appreciate it. I want to give a special thanks to Donnell Bailey. Thank you very much for the PayPal payment. It is much appreciated. Thank you so much. Very generous of you. In this video here is something that's bothered me for a while. And I've touched on it here and there, but I'm flat out doing a video on it because I'm tired of hearing it. Nick Wright loves to bring up Michael Jordan going 3 for 18, Game 3, 1993 Eastern Conference Finals, as if this was some epic failure. He actually talked about it in the same breath with Chris Broussard as the 2011 Finals that LeBron had. This is one game that they won, by the way, and we're going to dissect that. And we're also going to dissect LeBron and his miserable shooting game. But first, here's the context of what we're dealing with.
Fact, when we were going for our third championship and faced the only adversity of that entire run, down 0-2 to the Knicks, remember how Michael went out gambling the whole night before and got criticized for it? How did he do in that critical must-win Game 3 against the Knicks? Well, Michael was 3 for 18. I, Scottie Pippen, was 10 of 12 with 29 points and saved our season. It's right. The game after he was out all night gambling in Atlantic City when they were down 2-0 and he went 3 for 18, that one doesn't count because the next game he was great.
Was the stage too big?
But I'm just curious.
Was it because the stage was too big?
I don't know why it was. I just know he went 3 for 18 in the game when his team was down 2-0 after he was out all night gambling. But I just know that happened.
They won, I think.
So there you go. Multiple times this dude mentions that game. Oh, he's all night gambling. Oh, he let the team down. Oh my God. First, I'll show you some clips. I got to be careful because I can't run them too long or else I get slapped with the old copyright. But this is what Michael Jordan was dealing with in Game 3 against the Knicks.
Michael Jordan has returned. Jordan putting the move on Blackman. He got the...
So as you can see, there's not a lot of daylight for Jordan. Anytime he went near the basket, he's being double teamed. What are you going to do with that? And it was like that the whole game. So Nick Wright said Scottie Pippen saved their season. That's what he said. But when you look at the numbers, it's a joke. Jordan actually played very well in this game, just didn't shoot great from the field.
Seen Jordan start slowly and then come on. Jordan with the move.
So here we go. 1993 Eastern Conference Finals, Game 3. Michael Jordan, 22 points. He had 8 rebounds, 11 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 2 turnovers. So right there, you're thinking, not really that bad of a game. When you just look at that line, you're thinking, not really that bad, even for Jordan's standard. He was high in rebounds and assists over a season average. Not bad at all. Yes, he was 3 for 18 from the field, but you saw the whole game. They doubled him. They mobbed him. They were just not going to let Jordan beat him. Okay, fine. But he got to the line a lot. He was 16 for 17 from the free throw line. That's not exactly playing terrible. So Scottie Pippen saved their season. He had 29 points. That's true. He had 7 more than Jordan. But he had half the number of rebounds. He had 7 less assists than Jordan did. He had 0 steals, 1 block, and 3 turnovers. The only thing better there is the points. And yes, from the field, Pippen shot 10 for 12. That was great, no doubt about it. But because of Michael Jordan and the attention he garners, it allowed Scottie Pippen to shoot 10 for 12 and get 29 points. And he was 8 for 10 from the line. So the only thing Pippen did better than Jordan in the entire game was shoot better from the field. Now, obviously, that's a big thing. Absolutely. But when you add it all up, look at the game scores. Pippen's at 24.3. Jordan's at 21.7. That look like a miserable game to you? I don't think so. But he's not going to bring up the next game. Oh, no. Now, I heard him talking to Broussard. Oh, I know, he had a good game in the next game. That's not even half the story.
In the first half. Here's Jordan to the left hand.
But also in Game 3, the other part of this story is, what did the Knicks guards do in Game 3? Well, let's have a look. John Starks 8 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, no steals, no blocks, with 6 turnovers. That was who Jordan primarily was guarding. 2 for 7 from the field, 3 for 6 from the line, a game score of negative 3.6. How about Doc Rivers, the starting point guard? He got a layup in about the first 2 or 3 minutes of the game. Not another basket the rest of the game. He got 3 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist from your starting point guard. No steals, no blocks, 1 turnover, 1 for 4 from the field, and 1 for 4 from the line. 0.0 game score. It seems to me that Michael Jordan actually had a very good game. Just didn't shoot great from the field, but did everything else that enabled his team to win. Now back to the original graphic. The Bulls were leading at the half 62-43. And then at the end of the third quarter, 87-64. That game was never in jeopardy. Never. Even if Pippen scored 15 points, the Bulls still win easily. They won by 21. So in the next game, in game 4, Jordan had his normal bounce back game.
In the second portion of the regular season and through the playoffs, Michael Jordan.
He played great. I just watched some of this game yesterday, in fact. He missed his first 3 shots, but then he went on a rampage.
Keep it alive. Jordan. Yes.
Let's compare what Jordan and Pippen did in game 4. Oh, Michael Jordan, 54 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, 5 turnovers, 18 for 30 from the field, 12 for 14 at the free throw line, a game score of 41.3, an epic performance. Scottie Pippen, he had 13 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, no blocks, also 5 turnovers, shot 4 for 14 from the field, 5 for 6 from the line, with an amazing game score of 4.5. I don't want to hear it. Michael Jordan carried that team on his back. 6 for 9 from 3-pointers.
Pointer and a 2. Starks gambled on the overplay. Jordan knocks it down.
No, Nick Wright is not going to want to show you that. Absolutely not. But that was also a critical game. If they lose that game, they go down 3-1 with Game 5 back in New York. A must win. And Jordan came through. And Game 3 was never in jeopardy. It's a joke. But either way, Game 4, Jordan was excellent. So now why don't we have a little looky-loo at LeBron James in a game that Nick Wright or Shannon Sharp or any other ilk on TV are never going to show you, ever. 2008 Eastern Conference Semifinals, Game 1 against Boston. Now, some of you people are going to say, well, what do you expect? Boston, they were a 66-win team. Okay, that's true. Then why on earth did the 37-win Atlanta Hawks push them 7 games in the first round? And I don't know if anybody knows this, but 2008 Boston, it took them 26 games to win a championship. That's the most games ever played for a champion. 2008 Boston Celtics. Well, in that game 1, LeBron James goes for 12 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 10 turnovers, 2 for 18 from the field, 8 for 10 from the line, with a game score of negative 0.7. See if you can tell the difference between that one and the one Jordan had, please. LeBron needed just 1 rebound and 1 assist to get a quadruple-double since he had 10 turnovers. But in that same game, Zydrunas Ilgauskas, he goes for 22 points, 12 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, only 2 turnovers, 8 for 18 from the field and 6 for 6 from the line. A game score of 19. So his game score was 19.7 better than LeBron's. Where Pippen, 2.6 better than Jordan in this horrible game that Jordan had. How would you like to have a horrible game and the other guy, according to Nick Wright, had an amazing game and your game score is only 2.6 away? That just doesn't make sense, does it? LeBron James shoots 0 for 6 for 3-pointers. Boston won that game 76-72. Ilgauskas got you 22. The whole rest of the team needed 57 points to win that game, including the GOAT. You got the GOAT plus an entire roster minus Ilgauskas, and you can't get 57 points? Come on. I feel like Cleveland did their job on defense. LeBron just didn't deliver on offense. So, okay, he had a bad game. It was an epic one, but fine. It happens. He had a really, really bad game, the worst game of his career most likely. Well, how did he do in the next game? In the next game, in game 2, he got 21 points. That's a little better. 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, 1 blocks, and 7 turnovers. He shot 6 for 24 from the field. Is it better technically? Sure, but it's abysmal. 9 for 13 from the free throw line. His game score was 6.8. That's the difference between a player like a LeBron James and a player like Michael Jordan. Right there, perfect example. And don't tell me the Boston Celtics had a better defense than the 93 Knicks did, because I will laugh you right out of here. LeBron James in game 1 was 0 for 6 for 3-pointers. In game 2, 0 for 4. So he's now 0 for 10 with 17 turnovers in the first 2 games of that series. That's pathetic. The GOAT? I don't care who you're playing. That's awful. And what did Ilgauskas do in game 2? Well, he went for 19 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, no steals, 2 blocks, only 2 turnovers, 9 for 12 from the field, 1 for 2 at the line. His game score was 14.2. You're getting good production out of Ilgauskas, and the second game in a row, your team held Boston to under 90 points. In fact, of the 7-game series, Boston scored under 90 points in 5 out of the 7 games. It was right there for the taking, but it didn't happen. Now here's another game. We're going to go along the lines of a teammate saved your season, right? Okay, 2010 Eastern Conference semifinals. The same opponent in Game 5, Cleveland and Boston. The series is tied 2-2. Cleveland was up 2-1 in that series. Boston wins Game 4 at home. Okay, fine. It's even up, but you retain home court advantage. Game 5's at home. Now's your chance to go up 3-2. So what does LeBron James do? Well, in that game, the critical game where Dan Gilbert, the owner of Cleveland, accused LeBron of quitting on the team, he goes for 15 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 steal, no blocks, 3 turnovers, 3 for 14 from the field, 9 for 12 from the line, with a game score of 9.1. Now, what's funny about that is, I did a video, a few weeks back, showed Michael Jordan only ever had 5 playoff games in his whole career that it was a single-digit game score. He never had a negative. LeBron James, the 3 games I'm showing you right here, all 3 are single-digit or even 1 negative. So he's got 38-year-old Shaq, right? 38-year-old Shaq. What does he do in that game? He gets you 21 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 4 blocks, only 2 turnovers, 7 for 11 from the field, 7 for 10 from the line, which is really good for Shaq, and he's got a game score of 18.5, and he only played 26 minutes in that game. That's more than double what LeBron's game score is, and LeBron again in that game, 0 for 4 from 3-pointers. Because back then, teams played defense. You don't get the wide open looks like you do now at the 3-point line. They were actually contested back then. So because LeBron couldn't have his way in the paint, he was trying to jack up threes, and that didn't work either. Obviously, Cleveland lost Game 6. They lost the series 4-2. They lost 3 playoff games in a row because that's what LeBron does. But this has always bothered me. Nick Wright is never going to mention anything about LeBron James' 3 for 14 game when it was tied 2-2, critical game they had to have, or definitely not the 2 for 18 game. He's never going to bring that up. He'll chastise Michael Jordan for a 3 for 18 game when his game score was 21.7. Sure, oh God, that's awful. Not going to mention the game after where Michael Jordan's game score was 41. No, we're not going to mention that either. And we're not going to mention the game after LeBron's bad 2 for 18 game, where he shot 6 for 24. Those of you counting at home, 2 games in that series against Boston in 08, games 1 and 2, LeBron James shot 8 for 42 with 17 turnovers. Find me any superstar in any 2-game stretch that shot 8 for 42 with 17 turnovers. That's my challenge and my homework assignment to anybody willing to accept it. Find me anybody who shot 8 for 42 in back-to-back games with 17 turnovers. Please, someone show me any player who's ever been that bad. People like Nick Wright and Shannon Sharp, they want to nitpick Michael Jordan while omitting key details about that game. Oh, he went out gambling and he shot 3 for 18. Oh, thank God for Scottie Pippen. But it was Michael Jordan who was getting all the rebounds, the assists, blanketing John Starks. He got nothing. Doc Rivers got nothing. Michael Jordan was forced into a lot of double teams, took a lot of bad off-balance shots. I watched the game. He did not shoot well at all from the field. Absolutely. A lot of credit has to go to the Knicks. But because of the attention that Michael Jordan garners, that allowed Scottie Pippen to kind of run free. But in game 4, they made the adjustment, hey, we got to stay home on Scottie Pippen. We can't just load up on Jordan. So what they do? They did that. They played Jordan and Pippen straight up a lot in game 4. And then Jordan had a 54-point monster game. And Pippen, he didn't have that free reign anymore. He went 4 for 14. Just another idiot, stupid take. And I know people believe it because I saw somebody in the comments say something about Nick Wright when Nick Wright said, oh, Michael Jordan did 85 Bulls with a 35-win team. Somebody commented in the comment section that said, oh, man, Jordan 35-win Bulls team. So you believe that's true? Any basketball fan with any basic knowledge knows Michael Jordan's rookie season, they won 38 games. He always exaggerates on the lower end. Always. So anyway, that's all I got for this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, please hit the like button. If you wouldn't mind sharing it, that would be great. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. I give daily content. And that's it. Until next time.